Hey guys, and welcome back to Hummingbird Acres. This is video number 3 in a little mini series that we are doing to kind of capture all of the things that we got done on the acres over spring break. If you are new here, my husband and I and our 4 kiddos are moving our homestead from Maryland to Virginia, where we have 24 acres of pretty raw land. It had houses on it years and years ago. They are now long gone. They were bulldozed over. So we have lots of trash. And we have built a barn, and we are getting the property ready for us to move down there in the summer. A little bit more for you. We do have 2 septic systems and a well on the property. Last summer, we were able to get electricity. And here within the next couple of weeks, Nana will start building her house on the land as well. But this is not just all about us and homesteading and growing our own food. It is also about our kids. And our kids are a big part of the reason why we are moving. And they love it. They just absolutely love being on the acres. They're always so excited to go. And when it is time to leave, they are always pitching fits because they don't want to leave. One of the things that we focused on during our spring break trip was really making an area for them to be able to play outside and just be kids, which is one of our goals for this property. We really want for the kids to just be kids and be able to spend as much time outside as possible and just enjoy nature, be creative and problem solve, and just be an overall kid. So what we did for Christmas, my dad had gotten them one of those Ninja Warrior sets. I'll leave a link for it below. We did get it off of Amazon, but it is a pretty cool thing. So he had bought them a Ninja Warrior set and told them that in the spring we would take it down to the acres and we would put it up. So that is what we were doing. This project actually started a couple of days before I really filmed this particular video segment. We had told the kids exactly where we want to put the Ninja Warrior set, and they were so excited that they actually started clearing the area by themselves. We have a gorilla cart that the boys are very able and capable of using. They had snips and I don't even know what other tools they had gotten out of the barn, but they started clearing the area. We have a couple walnut trees that had been taken down. They picked up all of those walnut trees or the chunks of the walnut trees and loaded them into the gorilla cart and moved it all over to our wood pile. They got the rakes out and they raked the area. They picked up all the sticks and the branches and the trash. They had a great stick pile and a great trash pile, and they were so excited. So I promised them that on the following day I would get the chainsaw out and I would help them clear out some of the things that they couldn't get by themselves. So I started by clearing out a pine tree that had gotten taken down, and then the boys got the lopping shears out and they took down some other smaller trees. There was also a cluster of rocks in the area that was completely covered in brambles, and just like you did not want to go near it or you were going to get hurt. So Garrett and I cleared that whole area out. Funny little side note, Garrett and I cleared that area with pruning shears. And then a few days later, my dad came over to actually help install the Ninja Warrior set, which you guys will see in a minute. And he went in the barn and he got the what is it called? Oh, he got another tool out of the barn, and I'm drawing a blank on what it's called, and took care of brambles in no time. And I just shook my head because Garrett and I sat and we cut them all with the pruning shears, and this thing made such little work of the brambles. It was just crazy. But live and learn. But we did get that rock wall all cleaned, not rock wall, like rock structure, all cleaned off for them, and they were able to climb up it and use it as like a lookout. It was really cute. So once we got the area where Jamie and I had really thought about putting the Ninja Warrior set, got it all cleaned out. The kids actually even were able to build kind of like not a fort per se, but kind of like a hideout in the woods right behind the area. They like took some of the branches and stuck them all up to make like a little fort. They had like chairs in there. It was very cute. I would say it probably took us about a good 2 days to get that area cleaned up, which was fine. It kind of what we had allotted for. After that, my dad came down and we started putting the Ninja Warrior set, like getting all the pieces out of it and looking at the directions and really figuring out what we wanted to do. And what we learned is that the line for it was actually really, really long. And the area that I had picked wasn't long enough. So we actually had to get some more, we had to clear some more area. So we got the chainsaws back out and the lopping shears, and we cleaned out another area so that we could use the entire line and all of the pieces on the Ninja Warrior set. After we got that area cleaned, which in the grand scheme of it was probably the easier part, putting this thing together was a little bit difficult. So we ran the line to make sure that it would fit, and then you have to put these metal brackets on it, and the only way to put those on is when the line is not up and you don't have it ratchet strapped up. So we took it back down, we put those on, and they were very hard to pull across the line and get into the right position. And then it was really trying to figure out what pieces we wanted where. There is like a rope swing and a swing and like kind of like a monkey bar thing. And then there's rings. And we wanted to make sure, because the ground isn't even, we wanted to make sure like the swing was in a place where they could actually use the swing. The rope ladders were in places that they could actually climb them. So it took some finagling. We did take it up and down about 3 or 4 times, move some things around, put them back up. And then we also had to do the bottom string for them to walk on, so they could walk on the bottom and then hold on to things on the top. Once we got everything up, it was game on. They absolutely loved it. They were playing on it, they were climbing things, they were helping each other, they were taking turns, they were seeing how far up the rock wall they could go, they were pushing each other on the swings, they were using the monkey bars, they were using the rings. They got Marisol a stump so that she could stand on the stump and then use that as some balance for herself to then get herself onto other parts of the Ninja Warrior set. They had so much fun, and their squeals were so cute to listen to. And I would have to say that we did this early in our spring break trip, and they played on it every single day after. It was amazing. A couple of things that we are going to adjust on this when we go back down is I don't think we're going to have it go the long span that it's going now. I think we are actually going to try and wrap it around a tree so it kind of makes an L shape. That way, we did notice that it does have a lot of sag in the middle because it is so long. So we want to see if we can get it to L around a tree, maybe put a board on the tree to help hold it in place up high. But that will just hopefully make it so it doesn't sag as much. And then the kids can use some of the other pieces on it without too many problems. Right now, because we have the top line and the bottom line on it, they can't necessarily swing on the swing because the bottom line gets in the way. So we're thinking if we do this, then we can only put the bottom line on half of the set, and then the other half won't have the bottom of the line. So that is kind of what we were thinking for it. But stay tuned. Make sure you hit subscribe and the like button. Not only does it help our channel grow and support our homestead, but you will also get to see any modifications we make to this and how the kids are liking it in the next couple of months. So there you have it, our Ninja Warrior set on our new acres, our new property. It's actually not really new anymore, but our Ninja Warrior set on the acres. Like I said, this homestead and property is not just for us, it is also for our kids. And that means taking the time to plan things for them and adding features that will make the acres enjoyable for them and us. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us at the farmhouse today. Like I said, I will leave a link below for that Ninja Warrior set. And yeah, if you have any questions, leave them in the comments. Thanks again. We'll talk soon. Bye.